Turn to Let's Play City Skylines. Continuing on. Right, I had some traffic problems that I was going to attempt to make better. We do see that this one-way thing definitely helped here. This now, however, is becoming highly congested, and there's a bit of an issue I just saw. How do I turn you off? Where this is not a controlled intersection. We can probably fix that just by upgrading the roads. What did you just say? Good morning, everybody? Right. Well, it is a good morning. So we'll go ahead and, I guess... Oops. Boy, that's actually quite expensive just to upgrade that. Considering the money, or rather lack of money that I have, but this kind of has to be a thing. So we'll upgrade that so that it doesn't become... Oh. Well, never mind. Fortunately, people seem to, holy crap. Holy crap! It's a good thing traffic accidents don't appear to be a thing in this game. Well, whatever. Yeah, I can't afford to fix the roads right now, is the problem. We continue to have demand, as I imagine we always will. Did you really have to do that? This guy went all the way down to loop around. You too. I mean, why can't you just... I guess I could chop this off. It's not needed. Okay, so, I mean, I'm just kind of stymied in what I can do, mostly because I do not have the funding. Now, houses do appear to be upgrading, and... see, now every time he tells me about that. Is that a thing that just by... No, we definitely need that. Okay. Well, shit. To put down another one of these is going to be problematic, because I don't have the money. I think maybe I'll just have to turn off that one. That's not going to help a lot. Well, maybe it did, actually. My weekly income is now going up, up, up. This still, though. Yeah, that's another thing I want to do, too. Start adding parks to increase land value. Speaking of which, let's find out... No, it's not actually bad. I mean, being right across from just an absolute crappy place, pretty decent land value, but a few parks would not go amiss. However, that shit costs money. We are very close to getting to Boomtown. I don't know, I might just want to increase my taxes to kind of lower this demand. Although now we're actually doing quite decent on the weekly income. I don't know how long that's going to last. We're having brownouts up here, and I would love to be able to drop something and make it happen, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and wait for the money to come in, and then use that money to build a power plant, and then we'll drop some zoning for these demands. I will wait as some of these homes upgrade themselves. I think that's probably what's helping my income right now. Can I actually look at... like, break this down at all? Yeah. So we're getting a little bit added from level 2 homes. I don't even have level 2. What's a level 2 take for these guys? Attract wealthier customers. Well, okay. Criminals reported. Oh. Criminals reported avoiding retinal scans with contact lenses. Well, this is, I mean, it's 2017, but all things considered, this is a pretty futuristic city for... I know. For what's going on there. Just a little bit more, just a little bit more. I think I know, oh my god. Not enough electricity. Pay attention. I guess, can I turn these off somehow? If I could shut down a few industries for a while. Oh. That's the thing, probably because they're going to be abandoned soon, aren't they? Okay, well now we've got enough. So let's do an emergency drop on a power plant. Really ugly and bad and just not good to have it out here, and if I had a little bit closer it would be connected into the actual power grid. There's no real benefit to not putting it close to something like that. I can't believe that makes that much of a difference. Alright, it'll just sit out there. So, electricity in a boomtown, yay! We could buy another section, which I might end up starting to look at. Transportation, I definitely don't think we need that. Town's not, although, I could start setting up some buses from the industrial, but recycling might be good. I should go check real quick, and my large roundabout, fantastic. I should go quickly look at what the garbage is like. Ah, you know, now that's a thing. Okay, look at this. Only 5 are being used at the moment. I probably should have turned that down a long time ago. We can turn down transportation. I mean, I'm not even spending anything on it, but just for future so I don't forget as soon as I turn it on. So what this means is I can probably chomp this down to, say, 75 at the moment, because we're not using that many garbage trucks, so that's probably a more suitable budget. I guess I can just open it from here next time. Fine. But now we should have electricity out the wazoo. A new building. Oh, right. Well, the high school, yes. Now, that would definitely help with... that's got quite a good radius there, too. That would definitely help. I'm just looking at the road up there. With education, then it'd sort of have an effect where it would... I want to pull it away from here. I'd like it actually to be more in a residential area. Now if I... Okay, what if I... Let's add some more roads here. Oops. Of course, adding this right now is probably not a great idea. It's 24 grand, and it would cost oh so much. If I put you on this side, no, now you're... That one would almost get all the way. But it's getting just a little bit too... I mean, this is... Having it work with that is completely unnecessary. That would definitely ensure it gets that corner up there. But it would knock out some houses. Do I really need this right now? I mean, the game seems to be telling me what I should really be spending my money on, though, are some parks. Kind of build that land value up, although... I don't know about that. Speaking of, actually, we might be in more need of elementary schools. Elementary schools seem to kind of be in short supply around here. Okay, we'll put down another elementary school, and then we'll put down the a high school later. We'll start utilizing parks instead. That's awfully close to have to put another... I wonder if I could put it further away. I mean, just two blocks down from another... Seems awfully silly. And I have a hard time believing that this school can't reach that. What's up with that? Okay, we'll just put it... It'll be down the road from the high school, but... Man, that is too close to have another one for coverage. Now, actually, there might be a way around this, which is public transportation and the bus system. Because then we could get kids to school. It's not an issue of the buses, though. It's an issue that we are low on capacity. So we can put another one here. It's just I don't like the idea of doing this. Where were I putting you? Right. I guess here. Fine. Okay. So now we have another one. Let's start putting down some parks, and we'll just come back to that at some other point. Can I turn you off? Turn you off. Where's the leacher again? Stop it. Okay. Oh, right. You were appearing because I actually needed you to appear. Small playground would probably go well against... Man, this thing is enormous. So it's a 5 by... Is it 5 by 5, actually? Is, which means it's going on how are you suffering from electrical shortages? Oh, that's how. Dummy. We do now have an advanced wind turbine, which also seems to have a solar panel attached. It's good for water, which means that I could use that to power the pumps without needing those things. Okay, this is not sustainable. I'm gonna just constantly be breaking it and remaking it. So how else can I do this? I mean, I guess the fact that that power plant cannot sustain a city of 2,500 people, that's kind of bad, actually. This should have a lot more going for it. I find that very hard to believe. I mean, how is that not... How are these not powered? It says there's tons of electricity available. I guess it's also counting these that are wasted potential, but man, you would think that this would have enough to power a decent-sized city. How does that not produce enough power? Well, these are totally not worth it if that's all they're putting out. Okay, well, anyway, and until this actually gets developed, that's going to be... Oh, my God. So I guess rather than go one direction, I'll have to just kind of branch out to keep it. Fine. Okay. Put you there. Those windmills are now going to come back online, I hope. There. And everyone's got power again. Good grief. Except for you. You don't have power because you need people. Fine. Let's just do it all. Get it done now. We should, I say we should have enough power, but clearly we did not have enough power. Whatever. I cannot believe. That was kind of a problem I had with, like, SimCity 3000, where the power plant would actually, by itself, cover quite a range, but things like schools. Like, you needed schools every other block, along with hospitals and all that stuff. Speaking of, we might need another fire station. No, I've got another fire station. I need another fire station. Are you kidding me? At least the police are okay. I mean, we're fully funded on the fire, except at night. I mean, does that really matter? This seems to fund fire engines, but does that affect flammability of homes? I don't understand how that operates. Because they should. I understand this because you can see it's kind of gray where its efficiency is at. I don't understand this, though, other than just they are flammable, and therefore that's how that happens. Parks. Let's not get sidetracked anymore. Let's just put in a playground. super expensive and damn unnecessary. Actually, we need these to be... Let's not knock out the elementary school. Okay, elementary school's right there. Actually, we can pull this park a little further this way because it only needs to cover so many residentials. Oh, it's actually changing shape as I push it closer. That's a lot of homes to get rid of there. Well, 5 homes versus 4 homes. I guess it's okay. Didn't reach these guys out there. Not for happiness, anyway. It doesn't matter how many times I turn down that music, it just seems to get louder and louder. What do you need? More education. And they probably do actually require the, like the high school. Okay, now they're building smaller ones here. So, did anyone upgrade because of that? Just more education. Okay, so they need higher levels of education, which I can afford. No, I can't. High school costs too much. Okay. But other things I can be doing. Yeah. This does this does remain a problem. Quite a big one, actually. Okay, obviously this has to be dealt with. This has got some... This intersection in particular has just got some problems. To be expected. But the really big problem is this. And again, I think it's just because of the way traffic is running. So let's go ahead, spend some money upgrading roads. And then we might have to consider some kind of public transportation system. Let's see if that alleviates anything. I'm hoping so. Wow, what... Did you really just do a U-turn in the middle of the... Water? Water? Oh, no. It's another... Never mind. District. We need to extend districts. I guess I may as well just add that all in together. Because that's where it goes. Speaking of, we need to add all of you together. That means policies will be in effect. That means more money is going to be spent. That is not right. Okay. Go back to policies, find out what we're doing with recycling. Reduces tax income, but it reduces garbage accumulation. So what is my... let's turn you off for a moment. 26% full. We don't need to worry about that, I don't think. Recreational use increases the police budget by 15%. Slightly reduces the crime rate. Increases tax income. But it causes my police budget to go up. I wonder by how much. Well, I mean 15%, but I'm not doing the math right now. We do get some tourism, though. That might offset. What's the crime rate like? Almost non-existent? Okay. Well, aside from just another way of adding revenue to the town, I can't see a really good reason for doing that at the moment. Yeah, this is completely worthless what I did right there, but it doesn't seem to really... I mean, traffic, again, is just... God, I'm gonna have to do something to fix traffic out there in a big way. And I wonder if maybe doing one-ways here, like continuing the one-way out this way, and having the one-way go this way, so that it just loops to go through there. I actually kind of think that maybe that would even increase the problem. The real problem is just the exit, the way to get out of here. And as I said, I think that maybe the way to fix that is to branch it off. But then again, if that's the only problem area, that just means it's highly trafficked. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's really a problem. I mean, obviously it's in use a lot just because of where it is and where it goes, and it's very central to this side of the town. It's very important to that. Okay, so we've got demands. Demands can be continued. You know, I mean, the police don't really get out here. Jails are kind of filling up. We do have very low crime rate, though. What is that? Oh, right. So that's something else I could do now. We can finish off, I guess, the industrial. I do have some industrial, so let's start finishing off the districts, and then maybe I will decide I would like to take the other direction towards those trees, and we'll start setting up forestry industry, so that we can have a little section there. Now that would make it very awkward if I was actually going to have that as part of the town. I'm not sure I really want that. Bring you back. Just do that whole thing for now. Water. Make sure water is going all the way out. And okay. A little bit of residential demand. I could put in another block, I suppose. There's the water. Oh, good. It goes straight through the pipeline. Good. Keep that up. And I think we're still doing alright. Oh, we could speed this up just a little bit, I suppose. I do now have enough money for that high school. That high school might actually help out a bit more. I would like to get some extra cash in the bank. Just because I don't want to suddenly not have any. That fire station that is there, I mean, they're coming, so they're getting there. They're within coverage. Just not the most efficient. How many people live in this monstrosity? A whopping 2. Whereas 4 households and 16 people live in that. God, everywhere is like a crack house. It's just loaded with people. There's 8 people living in there. But it was kind of like that in the Impressions games, too. Like, you'd build a townhouse in Zeus, and that had like 96 people shoved into it. Police offer small storage spaces with secure doors for rent. Oh. Well, I guess that's one way to add revenue. Better than speed traps and trying to build quotas out of speeding tickets. Okay, I think we're in a good position now. We can add a high school. And that high school, where was I going to put that? Actually, putting it closer to this side of town makes more sense. No, it needs to be a little bit closer so it gets those guys out there. There we go. High school. And no money. Importance of schooling seems to have reached the local government. Yeah. This will be East Side High. Because I'm original like that. District. Make sure the district actually consumes these guys. I really probably could just lay that out anyway. It's rather a boring city plan right now, at least this section of town. Once we get out to here, I think we're going to have to be a little bit more creative. I really don't want to do a diagonal, but I think I might have to. And it would add just a little bit more character to the town. Of course, it in real life would be absolutely aggravating. I do live in a town where half the town is on a grid and the other half is diagonal. And, well, I say half and half. It's really more like we decided this neighborhood's going to be diagonal and this neighborhood's going to be square, and then this neighborhood's going to continue diagonal. It's really messed up. Yes, I know. Public transportation. You know, aside from just the busy up here, I really can't see a need for it. The traffic is not people going to work. The traffic is people trying to get the hell out of town via this. Although they do kind of come off here. Wait a minute. I have forgotten. I do now have my large round... and that's not the large one. Why would they put... I mean, this one should be here. It unlocks first, and it's smaller. You go small to big, whatever. So this is actually very big, but if I did, in fact, pull these back, I could actually fit it in there without too much fuss. It would be quite off-center, because if I manage to pull it in like that, we can see it's getting right there. However, if I eliminated that road, it would just go straight into the roundabout. And I don't know... well, I mean, I've already got two coming in from the top. I'd have two going to the sides. I might have to rethink that whole corner, actually. It would be like... it might eat right at the landfill. I might actually have to move it over just a titch, and it would be off-center. But I imagine that that would help a little bit. It's 3-lane. Hopefully the 3-lane would help. I mean, they'd still get out this way. Again, that's what this is telling me. It's telling me where everyone is going. They're going out. They're leaving town via this route. So I maybe just have to come up with a different way, or really rethink how I've done this. But yeah, it's mostly truck traffic, just people coming into town and then going back out. And I don't know how to fix that aside from just... I don't know, separating it to the highway, I guess. Well, if I did buy this, I would have a few more exits, and I could have a few more weird things going on. I don't know. Anyway, we're making small progress, but I think this good, slow, incremental progress is better than just slapping a bunch down and hoping it works out for the best. When I was trying before... what's going on here? This needs educated workers. This doesn't have enough customers. Not enough people. These must be, Oh, I've also got a cemetery. Okay, well, we'll look at that some other time. But the, yeah, I mean, when I was trying this for the first time, building a lot to begin with was a huge mistake, just because as soon as I dipped into a negative income, it was over. So I really would like to keep something in the bank, just because the prices do fluctuate, and it's 97 degrees today in December. Wait a minute. Oh, I guess we're in another year. Wow. Year 2 has already gone by. Okay, well, anyway, that's probably enough babbling. I'm going to end this one here. I'll see you next time.